Imagine a single building that contained the sum of all human knowledge, a treasury of wisdom gathered from every corner of the known world. Mathematics from Greece, astronomy from Babylon, medicine from Egypt, histories from distant lands, and philosophies that could change the course of civilizations. Then, in the span of a heartbeat in history, it was gone. No ruins to study, no catalog to examine, only whispers of what might have been. This was the fate of the Library of Alexandria, perhaps the greatest collection of human achievement ever assembled, and one of history's most enduring mysteries. What was truly lost when it vanished? Founded in the 3rd century BCE by the Ptolemaic kings of Egypt, Alexandria was not just a city, it was a vision. Strategically placed where the Mediterranean met the Nile, it became a crossroads for trade, culture, and ideas. At its heart stood the library, part of a vast research institution known as the Museion, dedicated to the Muses, the goddesses of the arts and sciences. The library's mission was audacious, to collect every piece of written knowledge in existence. Ships docking in Alexandria were searched for manuscripts. These were copied, the originals stored in the library's archives. The collection is believed to have reached hundreds of thousands of scrolls, works from Greece, Egypt, India, Persia, and beyond. The halls were lined with papyrus scrolls, carefully cataloged, perhaps in an early version of a modern library system. Imagine the scent of ink and papyrus, the quiet rustle of parchment, and the murmured debates between scholars from all corners of the known world. This was not just a place to read, it was a living laboratory of human thought, where mathematics, astronomy, medicine, and philosophy were debated, tested, and refined. Yet for all its grandeur, the library's end is shrouded in confusion. Popular history paints a dramatic image. A great fire sweeping through the building during Julius Caesar's Siege of Alexandria in 48 BCE, consuming the scrolls in one catastrophic blaze. But ancient records suggest something more complicated. Some sources claim the library survived Caesar's time, only to be damaged centuries later. Perhaps under the rule of Emperor Aurelian during his campaign to retake the city, or during Theophilus's purge of pagan temples in 391 CE. Still others point to the Arab conquest in 642 CE, though many historians believe that account to be a much later fabrication. It is possible, even likely, that there was no single night of destruction, but rather a slow unraveling, scrolls lost through neglect, sold, stolen, or left to decay in damp storage. The knowledge may have trickled away over centuries, vanishing like sand between fingers. And yet, not all believe the story ends in ashes. Whispers persist of scrolls spirited away before disaster struck, carried into the desert by loyal scribes, hidden in monastery vaults, or locked in private collections of powerful rulers. Some claim these lost works contained astonishing ideas, blueprints for machines centuries ahead of their time, records of civilizations older than Egypt, maps charting lands unknown to the ancient Mediterranean. Others imagine philosophical treatises that could have reshaped ethics, governance, or science if they had survived. These are tantalizing possibilities, and though they may sound like legend, history gives us reason to wonder. After all, fragments of ancient texts, once thought lost forever, do sometimes resurface, buried in desert caves or preserved in forgotten archives. Could the same be true for the treasures of Alexandria? Modern historians often point out that the burning of the library may be more symbolic than literal, a metaphor for the fragility of knowledge. Civilizations rise and fall, and with them, their libraries, their languages, and their stories. Even if the physical scrolls were destroyed, their ideas may have survived, copied, translated, and absorbed into other cultures without us realizing their origin. Still, the thought lingers. How much further ahead might humanity be today if we had inherited the full wealth of Alexandria's archives? How many questions about our past and our potential future remain unanswered because those scrolls are gone? The Library of Alexandria stands as both a cautionary tale and a beacon of inspiration. It reminds us that knowledge is fragile, but also that it can be rediscovered if we have the curiosity to seek it. So I'll leave you with this. Do you believe we will ever uncover the library's lost wisdom? Could it still be hidden somewhere, waiting for the right eyes to find it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you want to explore more shadows of forgotten history, make sure to like, subscribe, and join me for the next journey into the past.